Anyhow, you're one to talk.
What do you mean I'm one to talk?
You're a bloody hypocrite, you are.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Still doesn't alter the fact, though, does it?
Anyway, it's not the point.
What is the point?
The point is that you are in the wrong.
I'm always in the wrong.
Well, thank God you admitted it last.
I'm not admitting anything. I'm just looking through your eyes for a change, that's all.
Yeah, well, I wish you'd look through my eyes a bit more often. Then you'd see exactly what I see.
Oh, yeah? And what exactly do you see?
You want to know what I see?
Yeah, go on.
I see a lazy, work-shy git.
What do you mean, lazy?
Don't interrupt me. I haven't finished yet.
Huh. What do you mean, there's more?
Oh, yes. I've hardly scratched the surface. I see a lazy, work-shy git who can't be bothered to get up his fat ass and get himself a job. A man who is uncaring, unloving, unromantic, underachieving, under the influence most of the time, and also under the sad delusion that he's quite good in bed.
Hugh Emblin and team, what happened next?
Well, what I think is that a streaker comes into the kitchen and he knocks over a goldfish bowl, and Dave, he dives and he catches it. No, I don't think that at all. What do we think?
The goldfish is important.
What with
Yeah.
the goldfish, or is the goldfish a red herring?
It could be a red herring.
I'm afraid we're going to have to hurry you along, Hugh.
Right, we're going to go with the goldfish. Right.
Yeah.
He eats the goldfish.
Right, absolutely remarkable. Well, let's just see what, in fact, if anything, happened next.
Fluffy!
Join us in Auckland, suburbia, where the hostilities continue with a fresh outbreak of fighting in the kitchen. Even as I speak, forts are locked in pitched battle around me. Casualties include Dorothy Perkins' blouse, a pint of milk, Dave's ego, and an innocent little pussycat called Fluffy.
Come on, we've got to go.
And now Commander John Preston, head of the UN, is telling us we have to leave the area. This is Kate Lady reporting for Unnewsworthy News. Ooh, the microphone's warm.
It's not the microphone, Kate.
Ooh, John.
Well, interestingly enough, you join us at half-time, and that first half was a real corker. I have a feeling, though I can't be sure, that we will see a change in tactics for the second half. Dave, who was on the receiving end of a thundering onslaught from Sheila for most of the first half, I think will come out with all guns blazing in a thundering attack, possibly by changing the subject of the Benidorm infidelity incident. Very much so indeed, I fancy. Judith?
Thanks, Motty. And here in the studio, we are joined by Grandmaster William and the UK Ladies Champion Rachel. William, what do you think so far?
I tend to agree with Motty about the Benidorm infidelity incident attack, although I rather think that if Dave does come out with this attack, Sheila might well retaliate with the wedding day fiasco defence. And if Sheila's on form, she might even come up with the big guns blazing, the even greater wedding night fiasco defence.
Well, we're all rather hoping that Dave does come out on the attack. But what if Sheila comes back in as good as she went out at half-time?
Well, I feel that Sheila did rather exhaust herself with that first half attack.
Well, interestingly enough, Dave did start the half with the Benidorm infidelity attack, but Sheila, far from using either of the wedding day fiasco defences, retaliated by calling the young Frenchman at the heart of the Benidorm incident just a friend. Back to Judith.
William.
Rachel?
Motty.
Back to the argument.
Ha! You don't like it when you're losing, do you?
You bastard.
You don't like it unless you're on top, do you, eh?
Me get on top of you? Not tonight, darling.
You think that's going to worry me? You think the thought of you not sleeping with me for a couple of nights is going to force me into submission? No way.
Anyway, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Good, you snore.
I snore? That's rich. You sound like Darth Vader having an asthma attack when you get going.
Oh, back to sex again, are we?
I was on about your snoring.
I don't snore.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, I don't.
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 Yes, this is very interesting, very exciting. As you can see now, we are locked in what we call the oh yes you do, oh no I don't syndrome, where the if we take this model of a lizard that represents Sheila and this model of Mr. Spock that represents Dave, this could happen, only a bit of fun could happen. Oh yes you do, oh no I don't, oh yes you do, oh no I don't, oh yes you do, no I don't. See, that's what could happen. Now, if we take this mock-up of the kitchen and this mock-up of Sheila and Dave, this could happen. Last time, the SAS had to be called in, but this could happen. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Take that, you Nazi bitch. Could happen. Now, if we bring in the SAS, represented by these three little trolls, then this could happen. Could happen. Now, this could happen as well. This could happen if we take Mr. Spock, pull down his underpants and his trousers. You see, he has a very pert bottom, no genitalia, but some very nice pants. And lizard man there, lizard man with a lovely waistcoat. This could happen. Could happen. Only a bit of fun.
Do.
Don't.
Do.
Don't.
Do.
Don't.
Do.
Do not.
Do.
Don't.
Well, an extraordinary thing has happened here. Very much so indeed, I fancy. Sheila's taken a time out while we were away in the studio with Pete and his models. I'll be round to play later, Pete. Yes, while we were away, Dave launched the best attack of the game, and Sheila just couldn't take any more. So we can take advantage of this slight lull to talk to, interestingly enough, Dave's manager, Ron Prince. Ron.
Yes, well, Dave's been on the receiving end of a few early on in the proceedings, but now I think there's no stopping him. Sheila's come up with some creative work, but Dave's been pacing himself better. Leaving the best till last, I can quite confidently say she's no match for him.
Thanks, Ron. Right, now joining us, interestingly enough, is Sheila's manager, Betty McGee. Betty.
Well, thank you, Motty. I think Sheila has lost a bit of that shine she was showing earlier on, but that's only to be expected when you're coming back from an injury like she is. Sheila is no pushover, though, and we are fighting to a plan, so don't be surprised if something unexpected happens.
Right. Thanks, Betty. Now, back to the argument.
Your cooking's crap.
Your feet smell.
Your mother's a witch.
Your mother smells.
You're ugly.
You're uglier.
And the fans are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now. Wow, what a smasher. Over to you, Judith.
Thanks, Motty. Now right back with Peter Slight Frost and Rachel. What about the scoring?
Well, I think that Sheila just scraped it.
Well, obviously, you find it hard to predict such an outcome of such an event, but as we have not got a swingometer in the studio, I think I may be just swayed, just possibly, towards Dave. Possibly.
Well, let's go ringside and see what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's results are as follows. Alan Dillon marks it 114 to 114. Forahan marks it 115 to 113 to Dale. And Clive Anderson marks it 115 to 113 to Sheila. It's a draw. So, the judges have decided that in this, the heavyweight championship of arguing about who is to do the washing up, you, Sheila, will wash up, and you, Dave, will wipe up and clear away.
Hey, Pete, I've come round to blow your models.
Let's play.
Yeah.
Let's play.
Pixie, 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 Pixie. It washes cups, it washes plates, it washes dishes. It's really great. It's Pixie for you and me.
And you can't get a better endorsement than that. Pixie Liquid, used by Marty's mom.